What's up, YouTube? We back on the Monte Carlo part 2. So we got this thing in primer. We got 2 good heavy coats of high build primer. Gonna let it sit over the weekend. I'm gonna take it out the booth because I gotta spray some sample paint for the Regal tomorrow. See what color we're gonna put on the Regal. So more than likely I'm gonna pull it out tomorrow so we can spray some samples, which y'all will see in the upcoming video pretty soon. But the MC Pitch Black is in primer. We also got the trunk fixed, it's ready for paint, and we also got the fender fixed, it's ready for paint, which I'll show you guys now. Let's go. So alright y'all, we got the trunk ready. We did spray it with wax and grease remover to act as a clear coat to make sure that the rings was gone, and that's what you see right here, and they are. So we'll clean it off again, get it in the booth and shoot it along with the fender and a few other parts. So she's ready. So alright y'all, let me show you the fender. Alright y'all, we got the fender. You know, that's where it was, that's where it ran at, right up in there. So we done wet sand it down. Now we just gotta clean it off and paint it. So more than likely I'm gonna paint the fender in the trunk when I paint these pieces here, if I got enough room in the booth, but we'll see. So alright YouTube, see y'all when we get ready to do some more painting. Alright YouTube, I'm back on the Monte Carlo. When they got all the pieces that needed to be trim black painted, the horn, hood latch, trim pieces for the bumpers, the bezels that goes around the headlight. So we didn't sanded them, trim black those. So now we're ready to push the body into the booth. So we done already got it ready for paint, blocked it down, wet sanded. So next thing now is to blow it off and get it in the booth. So that'll be the next clip. So let's get this thing sprayed, man. I'm excited about this one. I'm ready for this one. So let's get to it. Let's push it in the booth and get it sprayed. Alright, y'all, it's out the booth, and the reassemble starts now. Well, it started about 2 hours ago. Louis been here. I'm just not getting here. Car came out good. Just got a tad bit more trash than what I like. So it just led me to believe that it's time to redo the booth, caulk the cracks, paint it, change filters. It's time to do a booth clean, because the next job after this, you guys already seen the 76 Monte Carlo. So when these two jobs get done, we got a donk that's already here. He's actually been here. He's been waiting in line. I told him that he got 2 cars in front of him, but once them 2 gets done, we'll pull him in. He said he is in no rush. He said as long as SprayedByB, B cannon painted, he don't care how long it takes. So got to get the booth cleaned out before we jump on that one. All right, y'all. I record more as progress continues. We'll try to see if we can get this whole car reassembled in this video, and then the final video we'll do cut and buff and detail. So see y'all in the next clip. Oh, we still got to paint the hood. I mean the trunk. We put it in with the other pieces, but it wasn't enough room for my fat ass to walk around everything, so had to pull it out. So I'm finna get ready to shoot this while he putting everything else back together. Hi YouTube, back on the Monte Carlo. I was about to paint the trunk lid, but there's some imperfections in it, more imperfections in it that I don't like. You know, like a little crack here, a little small dent there. Not sure what the hell that is. I can feel this rock chip here. Don't know what the hell this is. Definitely don't know what the hell this is. So, but it all needs to be fixed before I can paint it. So once he fixed this and get it ready, and then we'll shoot it. But between now and then, check out these clips of how slick this paint came out.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
What's up, YouTube? Wanted to come in, make this little brief announcement before we jump into painting that trunk lid. So I decided to go back to doing custom work. So I'm only going to do paint jobs, interior jobs, sell wheels and tires, and some fabrication work. I don't want to see notch frames. Man, I promise you, I don't want that headache. That is a headache. See notching frames is how I messed up my finger. And I'll show you. Y'all can see that. Let me show y'all it before. Bam! So, really don't want that headache, man, of C-notching frames. But air ride suspension, cutting the rear ends down, disc brakes, you know, floor pans, trunk pans, maybe sunroofs. You know, really the only thing I don't want to do is C-notching frames. Man, I hate doing those. So definitely not doing none of those. So some fabrication work, full interior, wheels and tires. I'm not doing any more lifts. Not doing it, like lifting strut lifts for 24s or anything like that. I do old schools, but not getting back into that fabrication of work of lifting cars for 30s and 28s. Hell no. Don't want to deal with that headache either. So mainly just paint jobs, interior, you know, and some fabrication work. I will also have limited spots, so we can make deadlines. You guys need the car done. If I tell you 3-4 months, it'll be done at 3-4 months. A lot of these shops take in more than what they can handle, and I've done it in the past, and I'm not trying to get like that. So I'm only taking limited spots. And if you're interested, all my contact information is right here. You can email me, you can call me, you can text me. You know, we can go over your build. You know, we can arrange a date for you to drop off, a completion date, such and such, such and such, and go from there. But like I said, I'm not trying to overwhelm myself. I might just do 3 or 4 slots, that's it, and then let you guys set an appointment. Then I will notify you when that car is on its way to being done, and you know, we go from there. If you don't have your deposit, or if you're not ready to drop off at the time of your drop off, you know, I go to the next person in line. So that's really how I'm doing it now. Now, if you are interested in it, all my information is right here. You can email me pictures of your builds. You can call me or text me pictures of your build, and I will respond back, and we'll set up something to where we can have phone consultation, talk about it, and go from there. So all right, YouTube, it's hot out here, man. Let's get back to painting this trunk.
Next day.
What's up, YouTube? It's the next day. We got it out the booth. This time it came out almost perfect. The only reason why I say almost because it still got a little trash in it. But body wise, paint wise, good. And this bumper, I had to redo this bumper because my girl that's buffing it, it wasn't slick in these areas right here, and she didn't want to burn through it, so she asked if I could redo it and get it a little slicker than what it was. So I think, and then it was like something up in this area right here that I don't know, like something, it looked like something had land on it, and you peeled it up and it had messed up the clear. But it was a lot of trash in this area, and it was something like on this area that she wanted me to redo. So now it's way slicker, way better this time. So, but that's why I redid the bumper. All right, she got both sides of the car buffed out, so let me show you that. All right, YouTube, we got this side buffed out. We just got it in compound. I got the blanket on the door because now she's got to buff out the roof, and she don't want to lean up against the paint. If y'all know black, man, black shows everything. So got this quilt just to put it here so she can wet sand and buff the roof. But she got this whole side in compound. It hasn't been polished. She's going to compound the whole entire car first, and then she's going to come back with the polish. So that's where we at. All right, YouTube, give y'all some more clips as we get this thing closer to getting done. All right, now she got this side in compound. Might be a little dusty. So both sides are now in compound. Only thing she got left is the roof, the bumpers, the top of the trunk, which we just painted yesterday, and the top of the hood. She already started buffing on the hood. So once she do the roof, we'll start putting this thing back together, because she's going to do the bumpers on the stand as well. It's easier to do it on the stand so she can get into the grooves and the small little areas while it's facing up. So once she buff these, then we'll put these on the car. But once she finish up the roof, then we'll start putting like door handles and mirrors and tail lights and all that good stuff in, the side windows, door glass, and then once she finished with the bumpers, we'll slap them on. So all right, YouTube, part 2 will end with once she's done buffing, and part 3 we'll pick up with the reassemble, the detail, and we also got a stripe kit that we got to put on it. So, and some decals. So we'll do that in part 3, but part 2 we're just doing painting and buffing. So once you finish all the buffing, then we'll end part 2.
4 to 6 weeks later.
What's up, YouTube? All right, so it's been exactly 6 weeks since you saw the last clip. So let me bring you guys up to speed so we can go ahead and end this part 2. So before we went to any type of polishing and reassembling, I had this car belonged to my cousin, so I had my cousin come by and check it out to give us his final approval. I like to do customers like that, to let them come, put their eyes on it, look over everything, and you know, tell us what they like, what they don't like. So when he came, it was a little wavy spot up here in the roof, small, couldn't barely see it, that he didn't like. which I saw it as well. We all saw it, but wanted him to come and see it for himself. So what we ended up doing was stripping the roof back down, 2K priming it, blocking it, guide coating it, wet sanding, and it is flawless now. When I say flawless, it is flawless. So with us having to do the roof, I pretty much flow coated and blended into the quarter, which means I had to re-clear the quarters. So my buffer, she's already buffed all of this, but she didn't buff the roof. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish buffing all of this on both sides myself to get it back to where she was. And then she will come and finish up the hood, the top of the trunk, and the bumpers. But all of this, the roof, both quarters, sides, I'm gonna do that. So this part 2 has been going on so long, we're gonna go ahead and end it here, and then we'll pick up on part 3 with me wet sand and buffing, and then we're back on schedule with the reassemble and giving it back to my cousin. So let me go back to this side, man. I see them lights, that's why I was staying on that side. So all right, YouTube, that's it, man. See y'all in part 3. I'm gonna let this sit. It is actually Wednesday, August the 28th. I'm gonna let it sit for a few days. I might come up here and start cutting, buffing it this weekend, or I might wait until Monday. If I don't have nothing to do this weekend, more than likely I'll be here Saturday or Sunday. But I'm gonna let it sit for a couple of days, and then we'll start wet sanding it. So all right, see y'all in part 3. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.